Most people believe that the only way to make more money is to work harder. We are taught that if we put in longer hours, get advanced degrees, and grind away at our jobs, wealth will naturally follow. But working harder at the wrong thing will never make you wealthy. There is a fundamental difference in how poor people, middle-class people, and rich people generate their income. It is not about what you do for a living. It is about which side of the quadrant you operate in. Welcome to Chapters in Minutes. Today, we are breaking down the ultimate blueprint for financial freedom. Robert Kiyosaki's masterpiece, Cashflow Quadrant. If you have ever felt like you are working yourself to the bone but never actually getting ahead, this masterclass will reveal exactly why. Let's dive into the 4 distinct types of people in the business world and how you can permanently escape the rat race. Lesson number 1. The E Quadrant. The employee. The vast majority of the population lives in this quadrant. The core emotional driver of the E Quadrant is the desire for security. Employees are fundamentally driven by the fear of not having enough money, so they seek the perceived safety of a steady paycheck, health benefits, and a corporate retirement plan. When an employee wants to make more money, they rely on a linear equation. They look for a higher-paying job, they ask their boss for a raise, or they work overtime. But the fundamental flaw of the E Quadrant is that you are directly trading your time for money. Your income is strictly capped by the number of hours in a day. No matter how hard you work, you can never scale your income exponentially because you simply run out of time. In the E Quadrant, you spend your entire life building someone else's asset rather than your own. Lesson number 2. The S Quadrant. The self-employed or small business owner. People in the S Quadrant are driven by the desire for independence. Their core belief is, if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. Doctors, lawyers, freelance graphic designers, and local shop owners typically fall into this category. Moving from the E to the S Quadrant initially feels like true freedom because you no longer have a boss telling you what to do. But the reality of the S Quadrant is a harsh paradox. You haven't actually built a business. You have just created a job for yourself. And it is usually the hardest, most demanding job in the world. If a self-employed person stops working, goes on a month-long vacation, or gets sick, their income immediately drops to zero. They suffer from the trap of needing to be the smartest person in the room. They refuse to delegate because they don't trust anyone else to do the work to their standards. In the S Quadrant, you own your job, but your job completely owns you. You are still trading time for money, just at a higher hourly rate. This is the quadrant with the absolute highest rate of physical and mental burnout. Lesson number 3. The left side versus the right side. Let us pause and look at the E and S quadrants together. This is the left side of the Cashflow Quadrant. 95% of the population lives on this side, but they only control 5% of the world's wealth. The left side is characterized by hard work, the highest tax brackets, and severely limited income potential. People on the left side are trapped in a linear equation. Work equals money. Stop working, and the money stops. To achieve true, lasting financial freedom, you cannot just change jobs. You must physically and mentally cross over to the right side of the quadrant. Lesson number 4. The B Quadrant. The true business owner. Do not confuse the S Quadrant with the B Quadrant. A self-employed person owns a job. A true business owner owns a system. The core value of the B Quadrant is leverage. True business owners do not want to do the daily work themselves. They want to hire smart people from the E and S quadrants to operate their system for them. Think of Ray Kroc, the man who built the McDonald's empire. He didn't flip the burgers himself. He didn't even manage the individual stores. He built an incredibly efficient system and hired specialists to run that system. A B Quadrant business can run, grow, and generate massive profits, even if the owner leaves for a year. In the B Quadrant, your income is no longer tied to your personal time. It is tied to the efficiency of the systems you build and the leadership you provide. This is where exponential wealth creation finally begins. Lesson number 5. The I Quadrant. The investor. This is the ultimate destination for anyone seeking true financial freedom. In the I Quadrant, you do not work for money at all. Your money works for you. Investors take the profits generated from their B Quadrant businesses or the heavy savings from their E Quadrant jobs, and they use it to buy hard assets. These assets produce passive income day and night, regardless of whether the investor is awake or asleep. This is the playground of the ultra-wealthy. The core value here is absolute financial freedom. The investor uses capital to buy commercial real estate, index funds, bonds, or shares in other people's privately held businesses. Once the passive income from your investment portfolio exceeds your monthly living expenses, you have won the game. You are completely, permanently free from the rat race. Lesson number 6. The secrets of the right side. Other people's time and other people's money. The wealthiest people in the world rarely use their own limited resources to build their empires. In the B Quadrant, you use OPT, other people's time. You hire dedicated employees and highly trained specialists to build and run your systems. You leverage their thousands of combined working hours to create massive wealth for your company. In the I Quadrant, you use OPM, other people's money. Professional real estate investors use bank loans to buy massive apartment buildings. They put down a small fraction of their own money and use the bank's money to acquire a multi-million-dollar asset that pays them monthly rent. The left side of the quadrant is terrified of debt because they use debt to buy depreciating liabilities like luxury cars and massive televisions. The right side of the quadrant loves debt because they use debt to buy income-producing assets. Learning to safely and intelligently use OPT and OPM is the ultimate financial superpower. Lesson number 7. Crossing the chasm requires a change in core values, not just a change in location. You cannot take an employee mindset into the investor quadrant and expect to succeed. If you give an E Quadrant person $1 million, they will likely put it in a low-yield savings account because they value security above all else. If you give an I Quadrant person $1 million, they will leverage it as a down payment to buy a $5 million commercial property. Crossing the chasm from left to right requires completely reprogramming how you view risk, failure, and money. The left side believes that making mistakes is shameful and dangerous. The right side knows that making mistakes, learning from them, and iterating quickly is the only way to build successful systems. You must upgrade your financial intelligence before you try to change your quadrant. Lesson number 8. The recommended journey. Kiyosaki does not suggest quitting your job tomorrow to become a full-time investor. That is incredibly risky without an established financial education. The safest and most effective path to wealth is to keep your daytime job in the E or S quadrant, while you aggressively build your B or I quadrant at night. Start small. Use the steady income from your daytime job to fund your financial education and your initial investments. Learn how to build a small, automated online business. Learn how to analyze a single rental property or a dividend stock portfolio. Once you master the skills of the right side on a small scale, you can begin to transition your primary focus. The ultimate goal is to have one foot securely planted in the B quadrant and the other foot planted in the I quadrant. Wealth is not an accident. It is the direct result of choosing the right quadrant. As long as you are trading your precious time for money, your wealth will always be severely limited by the clock. Stop trying to work harder and start trying to build systems. Move to the right side of the quadrant and let your systems and your money do the heavy lifting for you. Thank you for watching Chapters in Minutes. If you are ready to cross over to the right side and build true financial freedom, hit the subscribe button and share this video with someone who needs to escape the rat race. Until next time, keep building your assets.